Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Jill Lantern Final Cut. Now, the last time we left off, Jill and Vivian were going back and forth between the contract that she originally signed with the witch, and now I had just signed a new contract with her, and we are about to go and search for the witch, I believe. Now, so let's go ahead and dive into the story. So now that you two were allies, I trust you went after the witch. Well, kind of. Chapter 4 Arrogance, Agendas, and Unforgivable Offenses. All right, let's get going.
Okay.
Agreed. The sooner we get this over with, the better I'll feel. Right.
Well,
I was kind of hoping you knew where you were going. We're going to the witch's cave, right? So we can get the book and stop all of this? Oh, yeah, the cave. That's where you got the book last time, right? Yeah? Did she seriously have no plan for how to get the book back? Okay, to the cave. Right. Do you think you could lead the way? Huh? I don't know how to get there.
what?
Hey,
I followed you over there last time. Well, aren't you supposed to appear before her or something at midnight? Shouldn't you at least know where you're supposed to appear? Yeah, but that's part of the contract's magic, not mine. It'll just bring me there when it's time. I have no idea where it is. I don't really know where anything is, actually. This physical world is so confusing to navigate. Well, how did you find me? Oh, that was easy. I just walked straight out from the cave till I found the lake. Then I walked around it till I heard your party and saw you sneaking off into the woods. Heard the party? Shouldn't you have seen it from the lake house shore? Well, if you hadn't noticed, my face is kind of easy to spot in the dark. I had to close my eyes and keep my mouth shut so I could preserve the element of surprise. Hang on, you walked around the entire lake with your eyes closed? How did you not fall in or veer off and walk into a tree? I did. Why do you think it took me so long to get over here? Okay. How was I ever afraid of this hollow head? So, how did you find the cave? Well, I was led over there by one of the football players.
Barbecue boy?
Cute. No, the one who tried to shoot you? He didn't make it out of the cave? The witch stabbed him with some weird knife from the book and he melted.
Yeesh.
I guess getting fried by lightning isn't the worst thing that book can do to you. Okay, then let's go find Milkman and have him take us there again. It's Kenny, actually, and I don't know if taking you back to the party with me is such a great idea. It's supposed to be a costume party, but your face is a little too animated to be a cheap mask. Ah, thanks. I worked really hard on making this body, but you may be right. I am a bit too good for that. They have there. I'm already starting to regret signing that contract. I'm also technically still under orders to kill every interloper I see, so probably best not to put me in striking distance of too many people.
What?
What? But you promised you wouldn't kill anyone. I promised I wouldn't kill any of your friends. I can make a few temporary exceptions, but I can only bend the rules so far. I thought you gave up that contract and took mine instead.
No.
If I break my original contract, I'll lose physical form and get sent back home with nothing to show for it. So if I'm left alone and come across an opportunity too good to pass up, I may have to take it.
So
Let's say, for instance, you see a lone drunken party goer wander into the woods to relieve himself. I would be contractually obligated to cut off his head so it lands in front of him and he pees on his own face before the body falls over. Okay. if you aren't there to say he's a friend of yours, of course. Great. Okay. So I can't take you with me, but I can't leave you alone either. Oh, I know. Close your eyes again. Okay. Okay, open them.
Demon.
Down here.
Huh?
Huh? Ta-da! Now you can carry me around with you. And since I'll be with you the entire time, anyone that comes up to me will be coming up to you. And I can assume they're a friend of yours. Plus, if I don't have any arms, then I can't be expected to kill anyone. Don't you still have those creepy vines you used to bruise my ankle? Also, you just sent a jet of flame, like 10 feet into the air out of your head. Stop giving me ideas.
Fine.
Fine. You know, you're a lot heavier than you look. Did you just eat your own body or something?
Yeesh.
Oh, stop complaining, weakling. Now, hurry up, Cinderella. I don't want to be late for the ball. That's clever because of the pumpkin.
Demon.
Hey, you said you were new to this physical world. How do you know all of these references if you're from another dimension or whatever?
Well,
Earth makes some of the most entertaining media in any reality. It's about the only thing you humans are actually good at. That's the whole reason we helped you humans invent computers and the internet. Hang on, I'll buy that the internet may have come from hell itself, but demons invented computers? Well, we helped plant some ideas here and there with varying degrees of success. But before you ask, you guys invented Twitter. Not even demons are that evil. Noted.
Okay.
It'd be funny to let her know that Twitter now has been renamed to X. Now that's demonic. Okay, we're here. Now keep quiet. Pumpkins are supposed to talk. I know that. I'll have you know I got very high marks in Earth normality. Now, watch as I blend in seamlessly with my surroundings, like a round chameleon.
Hey!
Whoa, is that a talking pumpkin? Oops.
Huh?
Nice. What is it? Some kind of puppet? Yeah, I got it from my birthday, you know, because I'm a super into Halloween and stuff.
Huh.
Given your costume, you could have fooled me. Whoa, you got a whole act going on too. Yeah. I should probably ask him if he knows where Kenny is. Although after that incident with Candy and Joy earlier, I do have some other questions. And Mark is the only other person I kind of know here. Even if he doesn't know me this time around. All right, what to ask about? About Candy, about Joy. Hey, have you seen my friend Joy? She's a little shorter than me, just in black. Really pretty and cool, because that's a totally hetero way to describe a friend. Hey, shut up. Joy is cool. Right. Yeah, I know, Joy. She should be back anytime soon.
What?
Back? But I just saw her in the forest. She said to come find her. Where did she go? Hey, cool it. Joy just had to go set something up for the party real quick. She'll be right back. She said to tell you to get a drink and just stay here so she can find you. It's all good. You sure it was her? Yeah, pretty sure. Your roommate is the only goth chick here, which is kind of a shame, but... Yeah, I guess that's... Wait, how did you know she's my roommate? Huh? Oh, you said so.
No.
No, she didn't. Look, the point is she said to wait here and get a drink. So get drinking. Wait, there's something else I need to ask you. What? Hey, do you know anything about that one girl? Well, there's a lot of chicks around here, but yeah, I know most of them pretty well if you get my drift.
Yeesh.
Oh, give me a break. I mean, the one dressed as a cheerleader.
Huh?
Oh, you mean Candy? Yeah, you need to stay away from her. Why? I don't know.
Huh?
Huh? Just stay away from her. That's all I know.
Huh.
And you know that how exactly? I just do. If you know what's good for you, stay away from Candy. That's never a good thing to hear on Halloween. Now I just have more questions. Yeah, like why is everybody so against Candy? Hey, you're on the football team, right? You know, Kenny? Kenny? Yeah, I know him. He's our third lineman. Actually, he should be back with those hot dogs by now.
What?
What do you mean, back? So, funny story actually. Turns out we remembered to bring buns, but we totally forgot to pick up anything to go in them. Although, I'm not usually against just having some nice buns, if you know what I mean. Oh, gosh. You deserve the death that you're going to receive. Huh? Nothing. Just practicing my spooky lines. Any idea when Kenny will be back? Well, that's the thing. He should be here by now. He was just driving up to the old gas station and back. The one 5 miles away?
Thrice, damn it.
Huh? Nothing. Hey, I'm just gonna go over there and practice my act until Kenny gets back, okay?
Hey!
Cool. Hey, don't forget to grab a drink. Sure thing.
Demon.
The old gas station is way outside the spell's barrier. What happens when someone tries to leave the barrier from the inside?
Well...
Short answer, we're not going to see Kenny until the start of the next loop. I was afraid of that. So, what's the long answer? Is there any way to get to him? The time bubble you created works by making a small pocket dimension that's running at a much faster speed than the world outside. Anything that tries to leave the bubble passes through a kind of buffer zone.
Huh?
Buffer zone? What does that mean?
Well...
If the spell ends, then the buffer zone releases everything caught in it in exactly the same state it was in as it was leaving. Do they know they're trapped?
No.
No. Anyone caught in it wouldn't even know anything had happened once they were free. But if the loop repeats, then the buffer empties anything inside it back into the spell area to be reset along with everything else. So Kenny is trapped in limbo until the next loop. Is there any way to get him out of the barrier before then? We can't exactly afford to wait around, twiddling our thumbs with this spell draining the life out of you. Not without drastically tampering with a spell that's holding our current reality together while we're still trapped in it. I'm going to guess that's not a good idea. There are a few worse ones.
Damn it.
If Kenny's out of the picture, that makes things a lot harder for us. There has to be someone else who knows where to find the witch's cave. But how are we going to find them? It's not like I can just go around asking strangers. Maybe you should be asking yourself why you're talking to a pumpkin instead of coming over to see me after your shit in the woods like I told you to. See, this is why I said I don't think Joy is a friend.
Joy!
And why is Vivian so happy by her?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I guess I got a little distracted. What a surprise. You've been acting weird. Did you take your meds tonight?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I took them before we left. At least I think I did. You are such a scatterbrain sometimes. Here, I brought some with me just in case. In fact, take an extra one just to be sure. But Joy, I'm fine. No, you're not. You're talking to a pumpkin. You're acting crazy and people are going to start getting suspicious. Is that what you want?
No!
No, of course not.
Vi.
I know this isn't your scene, but you want to be normal, right? Just be treated like everyone else. Isn't that what you said? Yes. Well, carrying around an ugly jack-o'-lantern is only vaguely considered normal if you're 10 years old. But
Vi.
put that stupid looking thing down and go get a drink like a normal human being. I feel ashamed even talking to you right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll find somewhere to put it. Throw it in the lake or something. For all I care, just hurry up. The thing gives me the creeps. Once it's gone, I need you to come right back here. Do you understand? You're going to help me with a little long-term project I've been working on. What do you mean? There's something I need your help with tonight. Bye. Something important that only you can help me with. Really? You need my help? I do. But seriously, there's something not right about that pumpkin. Get it out of here. I don't want to look at it for another second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back, Joy.
Vivian!
Oh, Vivian! There you are.
Sorry.
Sorry, can't talk now. But it's about... Excuse me.
Hey!
But...
Hey.
Jill!
Damn it, Jill, don't do that.
What?
Did you seriously forget about me? No. I get a little excited when Joy asks me to do something for her. That's all. I noticed.
Hey.
What's with those pills she gave you? Are you sick?
What?
You saw that? I was literally in your arms, Vi. It was kind of hard to miss. Don't call me that. Only Joy is allowed to call me that. And those pills are none of your business.
Huh.
Now, I'm totally sure this topic isn't going to come up again and be extremely relevant later on. Not everything is a movie, demon. Sure.
Well.
So, what do you want me to call you?
Huh?
Huh? Oh, just Vivian is fine. Pronouns? She, her, nothing fancy. What about you? Jill works, and I'm in kind of she, her mood too, I guess.
Huh?
Oh, you're gender fluid? More like gender plasma. Gender is sometimes something we demons picked up from humans, so we don't take it too seriously. I have no idea how to respond to that. What the heck?
What the?
What was that?
Thrice, damn it.
It's starting earlier than I thought.
What?
What is? Sounds like it came from the lake. Hurry, we have to see what happened.
What?
Okay. Shoot, where did she go? I carried Jill in my arms as I rushed towards the sound, using the light from her head like a flashlight. There was another dock a little further south of the one Mark had picked for the campsite, and I figured that was where the sound had come from. Sometimes I hate being right. Oh, that was kind of like a quick chapter. Do I want to keep going? I'm trying to do at least hour-long chapter, so this is going to be a combined chapter.
What the?
So chapter 4 and chapter 5 are going to be combined. So chapter 5, CSI Shish Kebab. What the? No, that's not possible. The evidence would indicate otherwise. You were with me the whole time. I was holding you when we heard the scream. You couldn't have killed him.
Duh.
No shit, Sherlock. I didn't kill them last time either.
What?
Wait, what? Hold on. Are you telling me there's another killer out here?
Well,
Well, technically, no. I am not. I never actually killed anyone.
Huh?
Huh? Speak up. I can't hear you. I said I never actually killed anybody. That makes so much sense. Why it didn't hit her?
What?
What? And we're back to this again. Look, it wasn't for a lack of trying. I fully intended to slaughter all of you. I even picked out a couple of kills from the old Thursday the 12th series I wanted to try to replicate. But every time I found a suitable target, they were already drowned, crushed, impaled, or otherwise dead. Actually, now I think about it, you and your little troop of walking stereotypes were the only people I met who kept your lungs long enough to scream when you saw me. I can't believe it. If you weren't the killer, then who? Wait, that means whoever killed Joy is still out there. I have to get back. Oh, I have to get back to the party and warn her. I can't let her. Hey.
hey,
Hold your horses, Romeo. Get your vines off me before I smash your head like an egg, demon.
yeesh.
People call me hothead. Look, just calm down and listen to me, okay?
Joy.
I have to save Joy.
Hey,
Your pumpkin-hating biatch of a crush will be fine. Don't call her that. She says she wanted you to meet her back at the party, right? Yes. If the timeline is progressing the same as it did before, then she should be reasonably safe so long as she doesn't go back to that clearing where we found her body. You're right. As long as I can keep her away from that clearing, she'll be okay. Well, she'll be less likely to die anyway. The only way to make sure she, and more importantly you, stay alive is to find whoever's stealing my kills and turn them inside out. I don't like how you phrase that, but I agree. All right. You can let me go now.
Sorry.
And sorry for, threatening to smash you. It's okay. Not like you could really hurt me anyway. I'm a lot more durable than I look, I'll keep that in mind. Still, it's too bad we didn't get here in time to see who killed these two. Guess you better find somewhere to stash me so you can head back to the party and find another lead on the witch's cave. I have a better idea. Why are we getting closer to the dead bodies? I was too focused on finding Joy last time to take a proper look at the crime scene. But now that I'm a little calmer, I should be able to apply what I learned in the classroom and find some clues about our unknown slasher. Classroom? Wait, are you like a CSI in training? Not quite. I'm studying to be a forensic psychologist. Oh, so you're more like Felonious Brain? Awesome! So this means you'll be able to reconstruct the perpetrator from the scene of the crime, right? Well, that show tends to be exaggerated, but that show tends to exaggerate what we can do, and I'm only a student, but I should be able to figure out something. Awesome! What can I do to help? Just give me some light and let me know if you see anything that seems out of place. This may not be my first dead body tonight, but this is my first time doing a real investigation. Gotcha. Okay, let's find some clues. Clues. The cups. Hey, there's some of those red cups from the party. No surprise there. These two are from the party. They must have slipped away and come here after Mark passed out the cups. Look! You can see the names and what they drank written on them. Bobby T, Cola, Johnny R, Liquor, Rum, Vodka, Fireball. Wow, okay. So Bobby wasn't drinking liquor, but Johnny was. Yeesh, did he just write the whole drinks menu on this thing? Either he really wanted to win the drinking competition or he had never mixed a drink before in his life. Farewell, Johnny Arv. We hardly knew you, apart from how you would have made a terrible bartender. Oh, there's a paddle with blood on it. Hey, there's blood on this ore. So there is. That's odd. It must have spurted out of the guy on the post then when he got impaled. No, look around. There's no blood anywhere else on the dock, and the body is angled so that any fountain-like blood sprouts like you're imagining would have. Wait, this is a long run-on sentence. Hold on. No, look around. There's no blood anywhere else on the dock, and the body is angled so that any fountain-like blood spurts like you're imagining would have sprayed towards the lake, not on the dock. Huh? Maybe the killer used the ore to try to pry him off of the post then. Or, more likely, the blood didn't come from the impaled body. Ah. We're facing down. There's blood coming from this guy's head. I saw. He probably suffered some kind of head wound either before falling into the water or on his way down. I don't see anything he could have hit as he fell, and the water's pretty deep at the end of the dock. Doesn't look that deep. Trust me, I fell in there plenty of times. Well, what do you expect when you walk around with your eyes shut? But I agree, that seems likely that something struck him in the head first. Then he fell into the water. The ore? Yeesh, I think between the two of them, this guy's got it the worst. It's certainly not a good way to go. It looks like the pole stabbed through him just under the rib cage. If he didn't die immediately from the sheer trauma, I doubt he would have lived longer than a few seconds after he was impaled. So the post destroyed his diaphragm? Does that mean your killer has knowledge of anatomy and purposely killed him in such a way that he wouldn't be able to call for help? You watch a lot of crime shows, don't you? Maybe. Well, to answer your question, no. We heard him scream as he fell onto the post, remember? Oh, yeah. But then why go to the effort of impaling him, but just leave the other guy floating in the lake? The post is pretty sharp. As horrific as this is, I think he was just shoved backwards and fell into the post, possibly by accident. Well, that's a lame way to die. I haven't seen any good ways to die tonight. Aha! Footprints! The most classic of all clues. Well, I can't argue with that. Especially since, like, all classic footprints, these don't make any sense. What do you mean? Just look at them. These are my footprints, right? Yeah. And these two sets have to be from the victims. What's your point? The only prints here are the ones leading on to the dock. None of them lead away from it. Well, yeah, but there are two bodies and you're carrying me. That's 3 and 3, right? What's the problem? The problem is, where are the killer's footprints? If the only footprints are from me and our victims, then how did the killer get onto the docks or off it? Oh, that's easy. It is? It's obvious. If the killer didn't come by land, then they must have come by sea. The killer must have come up out of the lake. That would certainly make sense as an escape route, but there's a problem with your theory on the killer using it as an entrance. Oh? Look at the dock floor. It's completely dry. No puddles or water anywhere. If the killer came up out of the lake, then they should have left some kind of sign. Maybe they used a boat. but there's already a boat tied to the end of this dock. And if the killer took another boat, then we should have seen it on the water when we arrived. Okay, I think that's about all the clues we're going to find here.
Huh.
So we have two dudes who broke away from the party and came out to these docks alone.
Uh-huh.
One of them had a very strong drink in hand and the other was drinking a plain soda. Then somehow comes out of nowhere, clocks one guy over the head into the lake, and goes all Vlad Tepish on the other. Then our unknown killer disappears without a trace that they were ever here, apart from two dead bodies. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? If you're about to suggest that there's another demon or magical entity hunting around here, then you best brace yourself for disappointment.
What?
What?
Well,
I'm the only supernatural force on this lake apart from the book, and I can say for certain that the book had no part in this.
Huh?
How can you be so sure? Magic here works by modifying the code of your reality. I can read that code, and I can tell when it's been altered and by who. There hasn't been any magic use around here since your spell. This double murder was completely mundane. But that's impossible. The evidence shows only two people were on this dock.
Damn it.
Damn it. I must have missed something.
Hey!
Hang on a minute. I think you might be onto something.
Huh?
We assumed that there were 3 people here. The 2 victims and the killer. But what if there was no third person? Is there any way the rest of the clues make sense that way? I don't know. Let's start at the beginning. Is there anything that might tell us why these 2 came out here? Cups? Footprints? How about the footprints? What about them? Well, the footprints are pretty clear in the sand, so I don't think they were running for their life. But the toes are deeper in the sand than the heels on one of the sets of footprints. So whoever left them might have been walking on tiptoes.
Oh!
Like one of them sneaking up on the other? I don't think so. The tracks show they were walking side by side, but I think one of them was nervous about something.
Whoa.
Whoa, you can tell someone's attitude just by some footprints they left in the sand? Well, it's one possible explanation. But even if it's true, it doesn't tell us why he was nervous or what they were doing out here. True, but if we work with the idea that one of them was nervous, maybe one of the other clues will make more sense. Well, maybe. Well, the cups might hint at something. The cups? Yeah, see the... Yes. Actually, never mind. It was a baseless conjecture. No, tell me. Well, remember how one of the drinks was ridiculously strong? There are plenty of possible explanations for why someone would do that at a party, but, well, I mean,
Okay.
if someone invited me to come with them to look at a beautiful moonlight lake, I either think they were going to murder me or confess.
Wow.
Whoa, so you think Johnny made up the strongest drink possible to get up enough courage to ask Bobby out? It's just a theory. No, it makes sense. Okay, so the two came here for a moonlight confession. But how do we get from a gay hallmark moment to a CSI intro? Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting that. The confession went badly? Maybe Bobby's confession didn't go over well.
Whoa.
Whoa, you mean this was some kind of murder-suicide? Something like that. I think what happened is... Wait.
Huh?
Allow me. Okay. Johnny invites Bobby out to a romantic moonlight scene to profess his love. He loads himself up on booze to build up his courage. But when he finally confesses his true feelings, Bobby is unable to return them. He tries to let Johnny down easy, but alas, with alcohol still swirling in his head, Johnny picks up a nearby oar and swings it at Bobby's head in a fit of scorn rage. Bobby goes tumbling into the water, and Johnny sees the lifeless corpse of his love float up into the surface. He looks down at Bobby's bobbing body, and Shakespearean tragedy stirs in his heart. Horrified at what he has done, Johnny looks around for help but sees only the pointed moonlight tip of the dock post. He knows what he must do. He hurls himself backwards onto the post, piercing it through his already broken heart. So ends the tragic tale of Bob and Joe. Do you write fan fiction by any chance? Yeah, all demons do. Why? No reason. But getting back to your assessment, I'll grant you it's at least plausible. Although if we assume the murderer was the one with the strong drink, I think it's more likely that he simply lost his balance after swinging the oar and fell onto the post by accident, rather than pausing to just dramatically fling himself backward onto the spike, especially since we heard the splash and the scream at roughly the same time. I like my version better. I'm sure you do. But if we're right and this was actually some kind of bizarre murder-suicide or even just an accident, that still leaves us with an even bigger question. If these two killed themselves, then who stole all my other kills? Not the way I would have put it, but yes. This also hasn't brought us any closer to saving Joy.
Hey.
Do you know how to get to where she was killed?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Then let's go. Maybe we can figure out something there or just wait for the killer to arrive. Really? Well, it's not like we have any leads on where to find the witch's cave. Plus, I can tell how important this is to you. I figure if you're not worrying about the pumpkin hater getting axed, you're going to be more willing to help me. Thank you. But you're walking this time. I'm not carrying you around everywhere. Aww. So that was your first investigation together? How close were you two to the truth? Pretty close. We were off on a few details, but we only found that out later. I see. So your next stop was the clearing where you had found Joy's body. Yes, but we ran into an unpleasant acquaintance along the way. So you do know where we're going this time, right? It's kind of hard to forget where you saw your best friend's corpse. Right, sorry.
Hey!
Hey, Vi, is that you? Crap, it's Mark. Want me to kill him?
Jill!
What? No! No killing, just go hide for a minute. I'll take care of this. Fine, close your eyes. There you are, birthday girl. Oh, hey, Mark. Didn't see you there. Everybody's looking for you. What gives?
Huh?
They are? Yeah, Joy said you hadn't been acting like yourself lately. She's been asking everyone where you are. She's real worried. Oh my god, I completely forgot. She says she needed my help with something. I have to go. Oh my gosh, she's going to be so...
Huh?
Whoa, hey, careful, Vi. You okay? It's Vivian, and yeah, I'm fine. I just tripped over a plant root. Wow, it almost looks like it's wrapped around your leg. Yeah, imagine that. Here, let me get that for you. Thanks for the offer, but... Vine snaps? Whoa, did you just rip those vines apart with your bare hands?
Marcus Andrew
Nope.
Martin.
No plant can stand up to Marcus Andrew Martin. Now, let's get you back to the party. Actually, can you do me a favor? Can you tell Joy that I have something really important that I need to do and I won't be able to help her?
Huh?
Huh? Tell her I'm really sorry, but I just can't put this off. Uh-huh. Well, how about you come and tell her yourself, okay? I can't. I wish I could, but I really have to go. Hey.
Huh?
Joy was right. You're acting weird. Let go of me, Mark. I'm warning you. You're coming with me now. Last chance. Look, Vi, this is for your own good. Sounds. Oh. I think I know what's good for me. Thanks. You're gonna pay for that.
Barbecue boy?
The lady says she's not going anywhere, BBQ boy.
What?
What the? Who the hell are you? Interesting choice of phrase. Vivian, would you mind turning around for a sec?
Hey!
Hey, this ain't none of your business, you. Okay.
What the?
Your worst nightmare. Your worst nightmare? Really? Oh, come on. Like you haven't dreamed of saying that line? Well, maybe. I kind of want to say that too. Your worst nightmare. I'm surprised you didn't kill him though. I know I said not to, but still. Any death I could give would have been too dignified for a slime ball like that. I mean, he is a slime ball, but he was just trying to take me back to Joy.
Hey.
And that's another thing. What is it with you and that pumpkin hater? All anyone has to do is say her name and you do whatever they tell you with a smile.
Huh.
I thought it was just some closeted gay crush at first, but now I'm getting concerned. It's not a crush. She helps me. I owe her more than I can ever repay. Helps you? What does that... Look, can we talk about this after we make sure she's not going to die, please? On one condition. I want you to promise me to rein it in a little with your joy crazy shtick. At least so I don't have to keep physically restraining you. I want to say agree, but again, I'm going against my natural decisions. So I'm gonna go with this one. Look, Joy has to come first, okay? She's more important than any of us. Not according to our contract. You're the #1 priority now, remember? As long as you're alive, the loop will keep resetting. Everyone else is expendable. Joy isn't expandable. She is irreplaceable. Now let's get going. Yeah, this girl is psycho. Oh wow, that was a quick chapter. Let's keep going. Jill and I didn't talk much after that until we arrived at the circle. I didn't know what was on her mind, but all I could think about was Joy. What about her specifically? Mostly how disappointed she was going to be in me for not doing what she told me to do. A big part of me wanted to just run back and tell her everything, but a bigger part made me keep walking toward the circle. Well, a bigger pumpkin demon anyway. Do you think you made the right choice? About going to the circle instead of back to the party? Yes. It was time I started confronting some painful realities, but I had no idea how painful it was going to be.
Okay.
Oh man, I got the coughs. All right. Chapter 7, Knives, Goats, and the French? Here it is. Oh, I remember this place. This is where I chased you and the boy toys for the first time. Yeah. We found Joy's body in the center of the circle with a weird knife sticking out of her chest. Well, what is this all for? Huh? How should I know? But you're a demon, aren't you? Can't you tell what the ritual stuff is supposed to do? Now, who's been watching too many movies? Huh? There's nothing magical about anything here. It's all fake. What? I mean, just look at it. Spooky symbols drawn in the ground, random objects laid around in a satanic pentagram, a goat skull, and black candles. This is all just some kind of stage show. But there was a real dead body here. My best friend's body.
Pumpkin hater.
So you keep reminding me. Look, I'm not saying nothing bad is going to happen here. I'm just saying that there's nothing magical going on. So this is the work of a mundane murderer? Well, a mundane something anyway. Hey, how about we look around for clues? Maybe we can figure out who set this up.
Fine.
Find the clues. All right, there's no way this thing is real. You're free to check it for a made in China sticker, but I overheard some people complaining about how they had to dissect goat heads for biology class last week. Aren't you humans supposed to dissect frogs or something? That's high school stuff. I'm in college. Wait, does this mean whoever set this up is from your college? Very good, Jill. Maybe your head isn't completely hollow after all. Thanks. Hey, wait a minute. There's something weird about these candles. You mean because they're spooky black candles? I mean, they're not made out of normal wax. I'm more interested in this pentagram. I thought it was just painted on the ground at first, but this thing has 3 dimensions to it. It looks like it's made from some kind of cloth, but it's been stuffed with something heavy to weigh it down. And it smells kind of like my dad's old cedar chest. So, somebody made a giant pentagram-shaped pillow and what? Filled it with wood chips? It seems like a lot of effort and none of this is for real magic. There's a cooler back there. Hey, I think I see something over there. Where? Over there behind that tree, come on. It's one of the coolers from the party. What's that doing out here? I got a bad feeling about this.
What the?
Whoa.
Whoa, that doesn't look like beach party stuff to me. Is that a jar of paint? Going by what's on the paintbrush, I'd say it's a jar of blood. You cannot be serious. Well, we both seen enough of it tonight. What do you think? Okay, yeah, it's probably blood. Huh? I feel like I should be more upset about this. Why? We just got our first big break. Huh? Let's just say our killer just made their first and last mistake by leaving this here. But let's finish looking around first. I doubt we'll have time once I start. Okay. The incantation? Is it in German? It looks like French? Looks like late 16th century, going by the grammar, though I'm no expert. Wait, you can read French? There are stories in every language and culture in your world. What? Did you think demons only learned the ones in English? Okay, fair, but how can you tell it's 16th century? Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm more of a movie fan. But I paid enough attention in class to know my Renaissance from my contemporaries. Also, my professor is really into France. Every time I talk to you, I feel like I have so many more questions about my reality. I feel the same way about you. But getting back to the page, the text is Old French, but I'm sure you already noticed the paper itself, it's modern. Yeah, it looks like it was photocopied on printed out from a book and then just tossed in the cooler. You can see it's a bit crumpled in places. What does it say? I think I can guess from the picture, but yeah, it's your standard instructions on making a sacrifice to some ancient god of the moon to gain untold power. Mumbo jumbo. Excuse me? Sorry, I got the cough. It's not real. I'm pretty sure someone thinks it's very real, Jill. I mean, okay, fine. But my point is this ritual isn't going to give someone actual magic powers. So it's a 16th century French scam? Or some old human invented cult, I'd say. Does the page say who the sacrifice is made to? Even if it's not real, the deity could be an important clue. No, it's pretty vague. There's some talk about the elements and star alignments, but it's just a lot of up your own butt poetry. I think it has something to do with the moon, but I'm not sure what. But you're sure it's a human sacrifice? I think so. It's using very flowery language, so it might be a metaphor. I don't really get it. Neither do I. This is making less and less sense by the minute. That's the knife. The one that killed Joy. This isn't the same one that melts people, is it? No, that one was all metal. This thing looks like it's made of bone and wrapped in some kind of leather. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure this is all man-made material. You mean it's fake? No, I mean it's all made out of man. Human bone and human skin leather? How can you be sure? Well, I mean, it could be made out of a woman or a non-binary, but then the pun wouldn't really work. Can you take this seriously?
Yeesh.
Yeesh. Just trying to lighten the mood a little. So it's made out of human parts. Yes, it is. Great. Yikes. Okay, so what have we learned?
Well,
My best friend was used as a human sacrifice by some moon-worshipping French cult from my school's biology class. And going from the homemade candles and portable pentagram, they're at least halfway decent at arts and crafts too. And I thought things were getting crazy before. Did we switch scripts or something? At this point, my sense of reality is too shaken to argue with your stupidity. So you think whoever set this up is responsible for all the other murders around here? Is it bad to say? I hope so. I really don't want to consider the possibility of a third killer. Wouldn't it technically be a fourth? There's already me, the witch, and whoever set this up. Yeah, but you haven't killed anyone, remember? Which much reminds me of the two we found on the docks. Yeah, looking back on it, does it seem weird to you that there just happened to be a random murder-suicide tonight? It does seem like a bit too much of a coincidence, but I don't see how it could be connected. Neither do I. And I'm still no closer to saving Joy. On the contrary, mon ami, I happen to have the solution to the particular problem. You do? Guess what? Wait, what are you?
Huh.
Bit of a smoky aftertaste.
What?
Did you just eat the knife? I incinerated it, and the ritual instructions. No knife to death, pumpkin hater.
What?
Also, no evidence to find the killer with. Wrong again. I still have the most important piece of evidence. Behold, the key to our victory.
Huh?
The blood jar? With this and a little bit of real magic I prepared before I left home, I'll be able to track down our mystery killer like a jack-headed bloodhound.
Ugh.
Please never refer to anything as jack-headed ever again. All right, so did you ask anything before Jill started? I like these little things. How does it work? So how is this going to work anyway?
Well,
The spell works kind of like a file search on your computer. It'll use the blood in this jar as a base and then search for the largest concentration of that same substance in a designated area, which in this case is the entire reality created by your spell. So it's like a DNA sniffing bloodhound? More like a hellhound, but yeah. Pretty neat, huh? I brought it in case I had the one that got away moment with the injured victim. Nothing more annoying than a loose end, you know? Okay. What if they run? So the spell will lead us to whoever's blood is in the jar. But if they run away before we find them, that's the best part. Since I have a natural affinity for fire and energy manipulation, the spell will create a trail of flames from the bottle to our killer for us to follow. And once the fire finds its target, it will trap them in a circle of flames so they can't escape. Pretty cool, huh? I know you're still a little new to this physical world, as you keep calling it, so I think it's prudent to remind you that we're in a forest. Yeah, so sending a trail of open flame through a bunch of dry leaves and flammable trees might not be the best idea, especially since you're supposed to keep me from dying, remember? I know, but there's nothing to worry your little human head about. I got this under control. You mean you can stop the spell if it gets out of hand? Well, no. You can't stop a spell while it's executing.
What?
What? But then how are you going to stop the time loop and keep me from dying? Oh, that's different. It's not executing, it's just maintaining a loop. I just have to tell it not to repeat it again. But I have to do that before the reset starts. You know, that whole thing with the tornado you did? Once that begins, there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. So it's like a machine gun? You can't stop a bullet once it's been fired, but you can take your finger off the trigger to keep it from firing again? Hey, you're getting the hang of this. Yeah, that's a good analogy. So is there any way I can stop you from pulling the trigger on this spell? I told you, no need to worry. The contract's magic should keep me from doing anything that can harm you. Should? Considering how easily you've been ignoring the witches in contract, I am not filled with confidence. Look, it'll be fine, okay? Besides, it's not like we have any other leads. All right, about the jar. About that jar, I take it you are under the impression that the killer put their own blood inside it? Yeah? Who else's blood would it be? Oh, yay. So, Children of the Corn? These references, the horror references in this game is just amazing. I 10 out of 10. Well, I believe ghost blood is the usual staple for crazy cults. Look, anyone who's crazy enough to murder another person because they think it will grant them magical powers from the moon is certainly crazy enough to put their own blood in a jar to paint with. Well, we can't argue with crazy. Exactly. I was talking about you. All right, let's get on with it. Okay, stand back and watch me show our wannabe wizards some real magic. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I stood back and watched as Jill held her hand over the jar for a few seconds before a line of fire shot up from it and shot straight at me. The fire trap captured you? For a while, Jill and I just stared at each other in shock. Jill put out the fire spell and then tried a couple more times to make sure it was working, but each time it was the same result. It didn't matter where I stood or how far away I was, the fire always went right for me. What did you think that meant? There was only one thing it could have meant. Somehow, that jar was filled with my blood. You look tired, and we've been going for over an hour. Let's take a break. Okay, I guess this is a good place to stop. Things got pretty crazy after that. There was so much I was about to find out. Why people were dying, what the ritual was for, who was still waiting for us in the woods. We hadn't even met the witch again. Things got really bad after that. And it can wait. Right now, I want you to go get a drink, get some air, and relax a little. Remind yourself that this is over. Is it though? Doesn't feel like it is. It almost feels like I'm still stuck in the loop. All the more reason to take a break. Now go. Wow, that was all in Act 1? Oh, is there Act 2? Should I end it here? I think I'm gonna end it here. I know this is a little shorter than normal because I've been trying to make these videos about an hour long each, but since this is the end of Act 1, maybe I just might make this whole thing like a whole, I don't know, 2 hour long thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do a hard stop here. When we come back, I guess we're gonna get into Act 2 and find out more about this mystery. So, yep, I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, or whenever you see this video. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.